Hey, it's MK and I am back with another 31 days of cut file fun for you guys today. And I'm going to do a really super uber quick layout. I have a few of these gears from Some Assemblage Required. Now these are from the Misfit box. So they don't look like this in the shop. These ones kind of got a little ruined, and so I pulled them out. I also have some sketchbook thickers that I believe were part of a Vicky Boutin collection, but I do not remember that. I've already pulled off my letters and came up with my title. And then I have a Distress Oxide ink in mustard seed, as well as a blender brush from Tailored Expressions. And then I have the oxide spray to match, so it comes in mustard seed as well. I have my leftover piece of yellow cardstock that was from a couple layouts ago. I have this beautiful picture that my husband took of them finally loading up a troublesome drill that he did not like working on, so he was happy to see it go. I have our background paper today. I'm going to show you guys how to use the background in smaller spaces. So even though our category is background, that does not mean you ever have to cut the cut file at a full 11.5 by 11.5. Absolutely not. No rules whatsoever say that you have to cut a background that big. So I decided to break the rules and cut all of my backgrounds very, very small. I kept one at normal size, but the rest are manageable. So for this layout, I cut it down to 8.5 by 8.5 because that is the size of layout that I wanted to make for just this one little documentation. And what I did was I took a portion that was left over and I ripped it in half so that way I could do this little blending technique. It's just taking ink and blending it over, and I'm using my stencil currently as a stencil. No, I'm using the cut file currently as a stencil. And I'm using the Distress Oxide inks because of the fact that they love going onto black cardstock. Now, it's not going to be this vibrant as it dries, and as, of course, I do more treatment and I keep playing with it and touching it and doing all sorts of stuff because I can't not leave well enough alone. But I have to tell you guys that with this ink and with everything else that I do, really there's no mistakes. Now I have to apologize, my camera cut out. I don't know what happened to the rest of the footage for the rest of the technique, but what happened was I inked both ends of, the top and the bottom of my page, and then I turned around and dried it, and then I splattered the mustard seed oxide on top of it. So that way I got the variation. Then I took some water and splattered that as well. So now I'm just working on a kind of a makeshift mat using all of this scrap that was left over from another layout. And I just wanted it to look crooked. I wasn't going for straight and perfect and all the way around. Then I'm going to take the mustard seed oxide spray and spray all of these gears. I don't care if it soaks in, I don't care if it sticks and if it's full coverage, nothing. I'm just looking for slight color. Next, I'm going to go ahead and put my photo down. Now, to be honest, with as little work as what is done on this layout, it's so small it doesn't really need very much. So I'm going to cut this cut file up into 4 sections to help me finish off my background. So for one, I used it as a stencil, so I had a background on this beautiful dark black paper. I love this black close to my heart paper. And then I'm going to take my cut file after I have fully inked it with my blender brush and just go ahead and make sure that it is seen on my background. So I did not want to put half of it behind the photo, and that is why I cut it up, is because I did want it to be seen, as opposed to half of it is covered up and only a corner of it is peeking out. So yeah, if that means anything. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put my title down. Now it says 231 loaded up. Now this is a 231 drill that he is loading up. It is a 231 Kate drill, but it's not Kate. It's actually, I apologize. It is a Kate drill. It's an Epiroc drill. So anyways, it's a prototype that my husband got assigned to from day one, and it has been nothing but a pain in the arse, to be honest. He he said it's never ran right ever, but he's always been the one that kept it going. So after its trial run, it got sent back to factory, and come to find out, the engine that they put on it did not work well with the transmission that they put on it, which it's not a transmission like in your car. It's actually two separate transmissions that run both idlers to operate the tracks individually, because you can have one track go backwards while the other one goes forwards. And the engine and the transmission did not mesh well. So they have replaced the engine and put a new one in it. And so it is going to be returning this year to the mine site. My husband is not happy with it, but we'll see where it goes. Anyways, finished off this layout by adding my wooden gears all over, just to make the paper gears look like they were meshed in and all over the place. And then I splattered a little bit more with the oxide to get, again, the depth perception going on, the highs and the lows. And I absolutely love how this simplistic little layout came out with a you know, a drill that never goes away. It's like the black cat that always keeps coming back. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really, truly appreciate it. Be sure to check out everyone else on the playlist that is playing along. I think it is fantabulous. It makes my heart so, so happy. Also, too, don't forget to check out our Facebook group and see everyone else's creations. Oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. And today is day 1 for the Some Assemblage Required cut files. So we're starting a brand new set of cut files for 7 whole days. Don't miss out, please. It is amazing. It is awesome. And I would love if you joined in. All right. Thank you so much. And I'll check y'all later. Bye.